Okay, we are now on the record for Thursday morning's criminal docket for August the 5th, 2021. Okay, quick announcement. Mr. Lauro Trejo.
Good morning, Judge. Lauro Trejo here. I have number 53 on your criminal docket, State of Texas versus Alex Alberto Robles, CR 18-12500I. He is present in my office, Judge.
Okay.
And we are asking for additional time, Your Honor. My client is waiting to take a test for his driver's license. He had failed it twice, and then he had a test scheduled before this hearing, but he had tested positive for COVID. So he's rescheduled for September 25th to take that driving test. So we're asking for a date after September 25th, Your Honor.
Okay. October 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
9:30.
And that's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Rudy Moreno.
Good morning, Your Honor. I got Diego Blanco, number 12 in your docket,
Okay.
and he's on Zoom.
Okay, that is CR 20-06773-I, the state of Texas versus Diego Alberto Blanco. Mr. Blanco, are you present? Mr.
Yes,
Blanco?
I'm present. I'm present.
Okay. Sir, are you sitting up? Mr. Blanco, are you sitting up? I need you to sit up. Okay, don't be lying down on your bed.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Mr. Moreno, what is your announcement?
Judge, this is our first setting since arraignment. I guess the case got transferred from one court into your court. I just need to speak with the prosecutors about a plea offer, and we could probably resolve this in by the next 30 days, I assume, Judge.
Okay, so do you want to be reset to the plea docket or do you want a second status?
A second status, Judge, and if I get the documents signed, I'll contact the court and we can move that along.
Okay, anything from the state?
Yes, Mr. Moreno, did you receive our paperwork for one of the rec for this one?
No, I did not.
I sent it to you on May 14th.
May 4th. Okay, I'll check.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then the earliest I have is September 14th.
That's perfect, Your Honor.
Okay, at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. I excuse, Your Honor.
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Arturo Garcia?
Mr. Frank Garcia, remove your hat, please. Frank Garcia, remove your hat.
Judge, did you say Arturo Garcia?
I certainly did, sir.
Good morning, Judge. We're here on a status. We submitted a PTD. I'm here on number 7. Oh, excuse me, number 45, Judge.
You submitted a PTD. That's good, Arturo, because I remember the first announcement you made in my court was that yours never get approved.
It's true. It's so many times that I submit them and they just deny, but that's because they have a history.
It's okay, Arturo. You'll never know if you don't try, right? If you don't try.
That's what I say with suppressions, Judge.
There you I like that. I like that.
But we have a great court DA here, so we're gonna go ahead and move forward with a PTD, Judge.
I like that too, Arturo. Wink, wink. Okay. CR 1915026-I, the state of Texas versus Rafael Martinez. Mr. Martinez, are you present?
He is present. He's on the Gilmar phone, Judge. That's the title of it.
Okay, let me see what screen he's on. Hold on. Mr. Diego Blanco, you are excused, sir, until September the 14th at 9:30.
September 14th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Judge,
Hear
he's
me?
wearing a blue shirt. He has glasses on.
Okay. Rafael Martinez, if you're on, please unmute yourself.
I believe he's gonna have his wife assist him unmute himself. He's waving to it.
I see him. I see him. Does he understand English?
Yes, he does, Judge.
Okay, all right, I see him. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we've submitted the PTD. We're just pending acceptance, and then we'll move forward with a hearing so we can set them up for a plea for the PTD placement.
Okay, at this time, the state is requesting 60 days for review on PTDs in light of the changes that they have going on.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a bit. So
That-
it's gonna be, I'll have you come back on October the 5th at 9:30, and let's see if we have, what we have going on at that time.
Thank you, Judge. October 5th, 9:30.
Yes, sir.
May I be excused?
You certainly may.
May my client be excused, Judge?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Attorney Edelmiro Arredondo.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I have a few cases today, Your Honor. First one, Judge Ronaldo Segoviano, number 58 and 59 on your docket, Judge.
Okay, one moment. Okay, CR 21-02-367-I and CR 21-02-366-I. The state of Texas versus Ronaldo Segoviano, and is Mr. Segoviano present?
He's present on Zoom, Judge.
Okay,
Yes,
Mr. Segoviano, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, I believe today we were set for a plea deadline, Judge. I have talked to the felony prosecutor, Judge. I believe they haven't given me a straight answer, Judge, but they're inclined to dismiss the felony to the plea, to the misdemeanor, Judge. If I can get just one more reset, so see if I can convince them to do that.
Did he have his hearing yesterday? Wasn't he gonna have a hearing on his felonies yesterday?
I'm not sure when he had it, Judge, but I did ask him how that case was going, and there has been no movement on the felony either.
Oh, you're not representing him on that?
Oh, Judge, not on the felony.
Oh,
The felony, it's Melissa Canales.
oh, okay. Okay, so how much time are you requesting?
45 days, Judge.
Okay, September 14th is as far as I can go.
That works, Your Honor.
Okay, September 14th at 9:30.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
make sure that you have, get clarification on that, whether they'll dismiss the felonies if he pleads out to these.
That will, Judge. By that, we'll announce whether we're going to plea or trial on this case, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Segoviano, we'll see you on September the 14th at 9:30, sir.
Okay, thank you. May I be excused?
Okay, you certainly may. What other case do you have?
Matthew Oliva, Your Honor, number 47 on your docket.
Okay, one moment. Okay, CR 18-04-652-I, CR 18. Oh, it's on here twice. Matthew Rene Oliva. Mr. Oliva, are you present?
He's present on Zoom, Judge.
I am present, ma'am. Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we just need another 30, 45 days, Judge, so I can resolve this case with the state, Judge. I need to get a recommendation.
Okay, isn't this his second status or is this his third status?
I believe we're on the third status, Judge.
Okay.
Um,
There needs to be some kind of movement because that's been the same announcement for the last couple of times.
Okay, I'll take
And
care.
so, I mean, I'm inclined to give y'all a lot of, enough time so that we can get some kind of movement on it. Not so that we can keep getting the same announcement over and over. So I need to know, what are we gonna do? Are you waiting for a recommendation? Is he eligible for anything? Where are we?
Your Honor, on this case, we have shown that defense counsel is going to ask for PTD reconsideration. Are they going to proceed with that, or can we provide a probation recommendation?
We just need to talk. I mean, if we can get one more reset, Judge, so we can get the PTD reconsidered, Judge. I mean, we'll talk to Melissa Lozano this next week, Judge.
Okay, so you're gonna be asking for a PTD reconsideration.
Correct, Judge. And if the PTD is denied, then we'll announce either plea or trial at that time.
Okay, but then that's the thing, is then I'm gonna give you another date, and then it's gonna be 45 days or whatever, because I'm not gonna have another setting till September 14th. And then I'm gonna have to give you another setting and keep you
Okay.
on my docket after they probably will deny them again, so.
At that time, Judge, if our client is denied PTT one more time, Judge, we'll just get the shortest reset after, like, I guess, a week, the shortest reset possible, and we'll take care of the case.
Okay, and Mr. Oliva, do you have a mobile monitoring device?
No, ma'am, I have a interlock device for my
Okay,
vehicle.
sir. Okay, Ms. Soto, who does he have his interlock device with?
Judge, I'm showing that he has an interlock device with Lifesaver, Judge. The only thing, he doesn't have any alcohol readings, Judge, but the only thing is for the past month, there was only 17 engine starts. The month before that, there was only 2 engine starts for the month.
Okay, Mr. Oliva, are you not using the vehicle or what's going on?
I do use my vehicle, Your Honor. It's just I work out of town. So
Oh.
majority of the time, I'm not in my vehicle. I'm a truck driver. So,
Okay, so. Okay, so now nobody's monitoring you then, as to whether you have not been drinking at all during this time.
well, I mean, I don't drink, but I understand. I use my personal vehicle every time I'm home,
I
but
understand,
I'm not home most of the times.
okay. And it looks like you're out of town right now, right?
Yes, I'm currently working.
Okay. Well, at this point, I think it's too late in the game to switch you out, which I should have switched you out sooner. All right, okay, well then I'll see you back here on September the 14th at 9:30. And I need to know what we're gonna do on that date.
Yes, we'll announce ready or clear the cases.
Okay,
I have 2 other cases, Your Honor. Diego Gutierrez, number 35 on your docket.
okay. So Mr. Oliva, we'll see you on September the 14th at 9:30, sir.
Okay, will it be through Zoom again? September
At
14th?
this time, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, CR 1909201-I, the state of Texas versus Diego Gutierrez. Is Mr. Gutierrez present?
He's not present, Judge. We haven't made contact with our client. I believe he switched out his number, Judge, because I called him yesterday and somebody else answered, Judge.
Okay. Let me see. So was he even aware of today's hearing?
Oh, no, he wasn't, Judge. I did call him yesterday and the 2 days prior, and no answer, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to mail a letter to him. So it'll be September the 14th at 9:30.
Okay, Judge.
And at that time, after you mail, and if you mail him the notice and he doesn't appear, then I'll have to issue an I-sign.
That works, Judge. That's okay.
Okay, anything else?
Now we have one final case, Judge. Pablo Puga, number 50 on your docket.
Okay,
On this one, Judge, the PDD was granted, Your Honor. Oh, and he's not on Zoom, Judge. He started medical school this week, Judge. He's been calling us all morning that he's trying to apparently sneak out of class, Judge.
okay, CR 2100511-I, the state of Texas versus Pablo Puga. Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have any reports on him?
Judge, the report for the past month, he did have a skip test on July the 2nd. The 5 to 8 p.m. test was missed. He did email me saying that he was driving home during a really bad storm and was unable to test at that time.
Okay, so I understand, I do remember him making an announcement in the last hearing that he was going to be starting medical school. But all the more reason, Mr. Arredondo, why he needs to wrap up this case, because this is his second admonishment.
Yes,
And the last time I admonished him for late tests, this time he had a skip test. I'm not sure what driving in the rain has to do with not being able to blow into a mobile device. But, there's only so much of my patience that he can exhaust before I just lose it completely and have him come in person so that I can incarcerate him.
And I'll make sure he's on Zoom next time, Judge. If not,
Well, it's not that, I get it. It's not so much the non-appearance, it's the fact that he needs to comply with what he's ordered to do. Late tests are not acceptable. Skip tests are not acceptable. So you need to have a talk with him about that. Now, but what more than anything, what are we going to do with this? This is a young man that's trying to get his life on track, is in medical school, and has this lingering over his head. So what are we going to do? Are we going to go to trial? Are we getting a recommendation? Does he qualify for anything?
Your Honor, in this case, Judge, the PTD was granted, Judge. I believe we're just trying to push for a short ADR. Your Honor, so if we can reach a short ADR, Judge, for in the next 30 days, we'll just do the PTD placement.
When was the PTD granted?
I don't have an exact date, Judge.
May 17th, Judge.
Okay. So PTD was granted 3 months ago. He could have been already 3 months into the program, had some kind of consideration or something. I mean, we need to do something for this kid to move forward. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you a very short continuance on this because I need to know if we're placing him on that or what are we gonna do?
Okay, Judge, we'll work it out in a short recess. Judge.
So August the 19th
August 19th? Okay, Judge.
at 9:30.
August 19th at 9:30? Okay, Judge. I'll make sure he's on Zoom, Judge.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I have for today, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Joe Bravo.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Bravo on behalf of number 56 and number 57, representing Yvette Salazar.
Okay. CR 16-12299-I and CR 19-00144-I, the state of Texas versus Yvette Salazar. And is Ms. Salazar present?
Yes, Your Honor. She was on the picture with the icon which says Yvette.
I apologize, Mr. Brown. Please excuse the interruption. Reynaldo de Leon, please sit up, sir. Reynaldo de Leon, sit up. I don't know if he's connected to audio. or not.
Okay. Did he hear? Okay. Mr. Frank Garcia, I need for you to remove your hat, please. Thank you, sir. Where is she?
She was on my third screen where it says Yvette. She's the one waving.
Okay, there she is. Okay, Ms. Salazar, can you unmute yourself, please? Oops. There you go, ma'am. Do you understand English?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then just listen to the proceedings. Okay, Mr. Bravo, continue.
And Judge, on this case, we had a counter offer with the DA's office. There are two cases. She has one of they're both DWIs, one of which is a Class A. So we are today on our first status after being transferred from County Court 4, Your Honor. I did inform her that she does, as a condition of her bond, it was to be that it's going to be modified to include an interlock device or a mobile alcohol monitoring device. She is currently in Dallas County, Your Honor, and I know she's been having some. She has been attempting to try to make contact with different vendors in Dallas County to procure that device. She hasn't been in Hidalgo County for a few years now, and so I'm aware that the court will more than likely admonish her as to the requirement of the bond modification.
Yes, but other than that, what else are we gonna do with this?
Judge, with the request that we had submitted to the DA's office was previously denied. I'm going to try to do an application for DWI court, Your Honor, seeing that she does have 2 DWIs. I'm also trying to contact Dallas County because she's no longer currently in Hidalgo County to see if we could transfer it. I know that our office has done one before with Bexar County transferring into Hidalgo County. So I'm hoping that we can find some reciprocity in terms of dealing with Dallas County, Judge. And some former employees with the county here are working up there. So I'm gonna try to see if I can be able to try to have her placed on DWI court here and then have it transferred up to Dallas. But that is so I am requesting additional time ground in terms of the announcement.
Okay. Okay, so Ms. Salazar, yes, your attorney is correct. Due to the statute, I am going to order that you have a mobile monitoring device. Ms. Salazar, what is your mobile alcohol monitoring device? What is your phone number?
214-316-4618.
Okay, ma'am. We do have a long docket today, so as soon as Ms. Soto has an opportunity, she will contact you at some point before the end of the day to give you some instructions for possibly local vendors in your area and as to how you can go about getting a mobile mobile alcohol monitoring device. Okay. Now, Mr. Bravo, how much time are you going to need? Because it sounds like you're about to embark in a lengthy process.
Judge, maybe yes, 30 to 45 days. I should getting the application shouldn't take too long in terms of dealing with that. I just want to make sure everything's complete by the time I have it submitted.
Okay. So, Ms. Salazar, you're ordered to get that device within 48 business hours.
Okay,
So
and I
that-
already had to, I'm sorry, excuse me. I had already talked to a company here and I told them to wait till Friday that I got paid because there's an installation fee. And then they have to pay a monthly fee. So I told them, so tomorrow would probably be the latest and I'm gonna get a mobile device. But what are the instructions after that too? Because I really want to kind of bring this to an end too.
Okay, so Ms. Soto's gonna speak to you about that and give you the information you need to complete the transaction tomorrow with that vendor, number one. Number two, your attorney is, since you were denied your PTD was denied, then he's going to apply for DWI court locally. If you are accepted, then that will be, he's going to attempt to get that transferred into your local county so that you can do all the requirements in your area. Because you won't be able to do them down here if you don't live here anymore.
Okay.
So we have to figure something out. If they can't, then I'm assuming he will have to discuss different recommendations with the state. And unfortunately, you'll have no other alternative than to look at one of those.
Okay. Okay.
It sounds to me that before you're actually given like a straight probation, he's trying to exhaust everything else.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to give you some time to do that. I'm going to give you till October the 5th. And then October 5th at 9:30 a.m. Okay.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
need any other information, Ms. Soto, from Ms. Salazar?
No, Judge, I will call her after court today, Judge.
Okay. Anything else on this case, Mr. Bravo?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
And would you all please, it's because I work graveyard shift, so will you give me like a specific time when Ms. Soto will call me?
I cannot give you a specific time. I can tell you that it'll be any time between now and probably 5 p.m.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Now that you've mentioned that regarding graveyard, you need to speak to her about your work schedule because we're going to set some time slots for you to test.
Okay.
And I don't want to give you the time slots that are impossible for you to test in, or else you're setting yourself up for failure.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm about rehabilitation, not
Yes,
about wanting to incarcerate you for not being able to perform something that you're not able to. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We'll see you back here on October 5th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay, ma'am, may I be excused?
You certainly may. Mr. Bravo, any other case?
Judge, one other quick announcement on number 11. It's
Okay. I have that was dismissed.
yes, that was my announcement.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, Attorney Carlos Garcia.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on number 41, State of Texas versus Azalia Cuellar Martinez.
Okay. That is CR 21-05406-I. Ms. Martinez, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this particular case, I had talked to the ADA asking for ADR. They weren't ready to consider that yet because they said that there might be some other charges pending. As at this point, no other charges have been filed, so I just asked for a reset to send the request to for ADR if the other charges were not filed.
Okay, what says the state on that?
Yes, Judge, defense counsel is correct. We're still waiting on the blood test result. There might be a possible DWI pending. We're still waiting.
Okay, when was the blood test submitted?
Let me check on that, Judge. I saw it was earlier this month, Judge. Oh, earlier last month, Judge.
Okay, do you know how much time you anticipate?
I'm gonna keep calling them the PD on that, Judge. I'm not sure the time, but maybe 30 days. Within 30 days, I should know.
Okay, would September 14th be enough time?
That should be, Judge.
Okay, then we'll have her come back first on September the 14th at 9:30, and let's see if anything, if it's already been, if the results have come back. And then if not, then we'll take it from there, Mr. Garcia.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
May I be
Attorney
excused?
Armando Guerra. Yes, ma'am. Attorney
Thank you.
Armando
Have a
Guerra.
good day.
Yes, Your Honor. Armando Guerra here on Fabio Gonzalez, number 32, 33, and 34.
Okay. CR 17-01749-I, CR 17-01750-I, CR 20-01300-I, the state of Texas versus Fabio Gonzalez. Is Mr. Gonzalez present?
Yes, Your Honor. He's connected to Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, there you are, sir. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, he's on pretrial diversion for 2 old cases. The new case, we filed the suppression. We just would like a setting on that one.
Okay, so then on the other 2 cases, he completed his PTD?
Judge, for that one, the defendant was on PTD for one of the DWI, and we'll dismiss the accident if the defendant completed the PTD for DWI, but the defendant picked up another DWI when he was on PTD. So our condition was he was going to let him continue on the PTD, and finish the PTD on that one that he was on PTD. If he was going to plead on the new DWI. And
so was he only going to be allowed to continue on PTD if he pled to the second DWI?
That was the offer presented, Judge. The defense counsel is filing the suppression on the new DWI. So we're currently speaking with Ms. Lozano. We were talking to Mr. VSS regarding it, but due to the changes, we're still reviewing the case on how to proceed with the case that was on PTD. But that was the offer presented from the state to defense counsel.
Okay. So Mr. Guerra, when you filed your motion to suppress, did you already file your order setting hearing along with it, sir?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, was that going to be in person or virtual?
Virtual is fine, Your Honor.
Okay, so then what we'll do is we're getting those together, and we'll go ahead and set your suppression, and we'll make a note that it can be virtual, so that'll get you a hearing sooner than later.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay, so just in the meantime, I'm just gonna give you a status, even though your suppression will probably be prior to then. But I'm gonna give you a status hearing date for October the 5th
Okay.
on all 3 cases.
Is
And
that at,
that's just so I don't lose track.
yes, Your Honor. And would that be at 9:30, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge. I have nothing
Okay.
further, Judge. May we both be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a good day. Okay, Attorney Michael Parson?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 22 and 23 on your docket, Brandy Diaz, Your Honor.
Okay.
She is present today, Your Honor.
Yes, I did see her on Zoom. CR 205084-I, CR 205083-I, the state of Texas versus Brandy Diaz.
Yes, Your Honor. On July 20th, we had a status hearing. Unfortunately, Ms. Diaz inadvertently did not attend that hearing, and a judgment nisi was granted by this court. We're asking that that judgment nisi be recalled. I have communicated with her, and we've so she understands, and we've got the numbers and the email address so that she can get proper notice of all the hearings, Your Honor.
Okay, anything from the state on that?
We won't be opposed to the NASDAQ recall, and the defendant is PTD eligible.
Okay, so the court will recall the NISI that was granted. Mr. Parson, I don't know if you heard that, but your client is eligible for the PTD program.
Right, Your Honor, and I am in talks with the state in reference to these cases. We just need a little bit more time to work it out. So if the court would be so kind as to grant us a continuance, I think something can be arranged, Your Honor.
Okay, so do you know, will you be applying for PTD, or are you asking for a recommendation to be sent to you, or what avenue are you looking at taking?
Well, right now we're looking at the PTD program, Your Honor. But I think one of the cases, there's a co-defendant, and we're asking them to consider maybe dismissing that case, and as a result of the co-defendant taking responsibility for the marijuana that was in the car.
So that's on the CR 205083-I.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, does the state have any information on that?
No, Your Honor, I did speak with the defense counsel this morning regarding it. We were going to continue to staff this case later this afternoon. If we could just get a 30-day reset so that we can review both of the cases together.
Okay, because I don't want, for something like these, this is a very, for class, I mean, they're class Bs, but for something like this, I mean, we should be able to get this done. Okay, so I don't want this kind of case lingering on my docket for very long. So, I mean, I'll have you all come back on September the 14th, and hopefully you have some better answers. Either that case is going to be dismissed or not dismissed, and either she's going to take the PTD, apply for PTD, or not do PTD, but we need to do something. So I need to know what we're going to be doing by September the 14th, okay?
Definitely, Your Honor. And
I'm sure Ms. Diaz looks rather young, so I'm sure she wants to put this behind her and get started with her future. So Ms. Diaz, are you going to school or anything?
Right now I am working in Wisconsin for a company. I do graveyard shifts, and I'm getting paid like $16 the hour. I told that to my lawyer. I told him that I have a daughter, I'm trying to get this out of the way so I can do better and, finish this.
Okay, Ms. Diaz, how old is your baby girl?
She's 3.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that you have reflected on the situation, and that you know that you need to be the best mother that you can be for that baby.
Yes.
You need to be the role model and the example. And just because you made a mistake does not mean that that mistake defines you. It's how you act and take responsibility for that mistake that will show your daughter what a good person her mother is, okay?
Yeah.
So I stated before, this court believes in rehabilitation, as long as it sees that you're willing to put in the work.
So the PTD, what they're recommending, it's like a probation program, or like, what is that?
Well, your attorney will explain it to you, because you're in a little different situation. But yes, the PTD program, once you complete it, if you successfully complete it, you'll have these charges dismissed. But but he'll explain it to you in better detail. But there's some things, that come along with it. There's some fines that you have to pay, and there's some requirements. So he's going to go over all of that, because you need to see if you can meet those requirements. And of course, you need to see if you're able to, you need to see whether you're able to also meet the fees. So, but anyway, stay in very close contact with your attorney. Make sure he has all your correct information, because, if I issue another NISI, I mean, you can be arrested, and I don't think you want that. So you need to make sure that you make all your court appearances, okay?
Okay, sounds good, miss.
Okay, so stay in contact with Mr. Parsons, and we'll see you on September the 14th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay?
May I be dismissed?
You may be dismissed, Ms. Diaz. Okay, Mr. Parsons, do you have any other case?
I don't, Your Honor. May I be dismissed as well?
You certainly may, sir. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Jose Osuna.
Morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 26, 27, and 28, State of Texas versus Frank Anthony Garcia. Those are CR 21-01474I, CR 21-02656I, and CR 19-12585I. Mr. Garcia is present, Your Honor, under his own name. Mr. Garcia, if you wouldn't mind unmuting yourself. Your Honor, Mr. Garcia has opted for the mental health court option. We have reached out to Ms. Belinda. She got back to us on July 21st, and she's in the process of screening Mr. Garcia. My understanding is that mental health court is a very attractive option for many defense attorneys and clients. So there is a significant backlog. So although she got back to us on July 21st, we would humbly ask for 45 days if possible.
Okay. We can, I did see Mr. Garcia on, and we can come back on September the 14th to see if you have any movement on it.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. May myself and Mr. Garcia be excused, please?
You certainly may. September 14th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Attorney Juan Flores.
Yes, Your Honor. I have number 37, State of Texas versus Rafael Lara. Mr. Lara is logged on. I have received a discovery. I just emailed Mr. Nguyen a little while ago. Just emailed him a bit ago asking for the offer. So I can communicate that with my client, and my client and I we're going to meet up and go over discovery, go over the offer, and we plan to have a plan of action by the next hearing. I'd like 30 days.
CR 20-05901-I, the State of Texas versus Rafael Lara. Mr. Lara, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, September the 14th is the earliest that I have, Mr. Flores.
That'll be fine, Your Honor. We'll be done by then.
Your Honor, if I may, there is a felony at intake that's out of the same transaction.
Oh, I don't know if Mr. Flores was aware of that. Were you aware of that, Mr. Flores?
I was curious about that. It come up somewhere. I saw it, but I asked my client, he said he didn't remember having a felony charged against him. So, but I guess yes, now we know the answer to that one.
Okay.
But I'll be on his felony case as well. Most likely.
Okay, so since that's the case and it's still at intake, that's taking a while.
Okay.
So I'm gonna push you out a little bit further. I'm gonna see if it's been filed by October the 5th. Okay, so it's October 5th at 9:30.
All right, sounds good, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, you certainly may. Okay,
Thank you.
Attorney Dennis Ramirez.
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I have number 17 and 18 on the court's docket.
Okay, one moment.
Mr. Jose Sepulveda, please remove your cap, sir. Jose Sepulveda.
That is CR 19150337-I, CR 19150338-I. The state of Texas versus Francisco Cerda. Is Mr. Cerda present?
Yes, he is, Your Honor. He's on via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Cerda, please announce yourself.
Pues, José, te están diciendo que te quitas la cachucha con una fregada.
Okay, is Mr. Cerda present?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I couldn't, after that other announcement, I couldn't tell if Mr. Cerda spoke English or Spanish, but
I'm here.
hold on. Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we were here about a month ago, and the issue was some alleged violations on the machine. So we wanted to get it. The status was actually reset to address that issue. My understanding is that there's been no issues. There were three. My client advised me that there were 3 missed tests. However, he had an issue with the machine. He verified that with AJ at Safety Check. And AJ has informed him and me that if he needs to verify with the court or the court officer, he will. But other than that, there's been no issues, Your Honor. My client's been compliant.
Okay, Ms. Soto?
Judge, I ran the report. The last court hearing was on July the 22nd. So I ran a report from that date until today, Judge, or yesterday, sorry. He did have a missed test on July the 24th. The 6 to 8 a.m. test was missed, Judge. I didn't receive any information from the vendor regarding any issues, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Cerda, what was wrong with your device?
He checked it. It was like not charging well. So he had to fix something, like I guess with the charger and gave me a new charger. So that's why I missed like 3 of them. I missed like the night, 10 o'clock, and then the 6 a.m. because they don't open till like 9. So that's why I missed it. But then after that, I redid it again. And I spoke to AJ, the one who's there at the office.
Okay. Well, like you already know, Mr. Cerda, that missed tests, skip tests, alcohol violations, all of those things to me, they're all the same. You know, you're not following the rules. So if I'm gonna take you at your word at this time, because I'm not gonna have AJ come on and testify to anything at this point. But I'm gonna give you an opportunity. So now your device is working properly.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so other than that, what are we gonna do, Mr. Ramirez? Mr. Ramirez, what are we gonna do on this case?
I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't realize I had pushed mute. The ADA has given me a recommendation, Your Honor. It was back in June before the July hearing. That recommendation involves straight probation. And then we went back and forth because it involved SATF or one of the inpatient facilities. That's been amended as of late to just include outpatient. I do need to visit with the client on that. I have received a discovery. I need to go over the discovery with him to see if the plea is something we're going to take or we are going to file a motion to suppress.
Okay. September 14th is as far out as I'm gonna go, and I need to know what the plan of action is gonna be at that time.
Yes, Your Honor. And if it is a plea, we'll have it done for that day. Otherwise, we will have had a motion to suppress on file.
Okay, so if it does end up being a plea, then go ahead and notify us and we'll change you to the afternoon docket at 1:30. And if you do file a motion to suppress, make sure that you put on your order setting hearing, whether it's gonna be virtual or in person, because that does affect the date that is being given.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll see you on September the 14th at 9:30 as of now.
Your Honor, nothing further. This honorable court, may my client and I be excused?
You certainly may.
It's good to see you, Your Honor. Y'all have a good day.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Kelly McInnes.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 9 on the docket, cause number CR-21-03669-I, Marco Vinicio Alvarez. I believe he's on, Your Honor. But this is a case.
Let me call him out. Hold on. Marco Alvarez? Mr. Alvarez, are you present?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here.
Okay, you can proceed.
Yes, Judge. This is a case where the DA offered us a dismissal if we would take the drug and alcohol certification class. And we've, yesterday evening, we sent the certificate to Assistant DA Mike Nguyen, and he's complied with that requirement.
Okay, Mr. Nguyen?
Let me check on that real quick, Judge, because I didn't see it. Let me check on those real quick. I don't see the certificate, Judge. If defense counsel could resend it to me.
Okay, and Mr. McInnes, your announcement is that you understood that if he did send those certificates in, that there would be a dismissal that would be filed?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, so pending you receiving that, Mr. Nguyen, would that dismissal will be done administratively then?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna, Mr. McInnes, I'm gonna take you at your word that was emailed. Just email it again. I'm just gonna set a tickler then, instead of setting you as a status. So I'm gonna set a tickler for August the 20th, just to make sure that the dismissal has been filed.
And we'll resend it again right after this hearing, Judge.
Okay. I appreciate that. Okay, anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Thank you, likewise. Attorney Edna Cedillo?
Hi, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have two before the court. The first one being number 10 on the court's docket.
Okay, that is CR 03251-I, the state of Texas versus Ray Ansaldúa.
That's correct, Your Honor. My client should be on.
Mr. Ansaldúa, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see, I lost him on my screen, Judge.
Oh,
but
there he is. Okay. He's
Your
on
Honor,
the Ray's iPhone.
Your Honor, with regards to Mr. Ansaldúa, we were pending, today's hearing was for the purpose of making sure he had been able to get his driver's license. I know he had a recent appointment as per our last conversation. So he otherwise would qualify for PTD and is ready to be on that program.
Okay, so Mr. Ansaldúa, did you did you get your driver's license?
No, I didn't. Whenever I went, they told me that I had to do my SR-22. I guess that's like a personal insurance for me.
Okay, and why haven't you done it?
Oh, I already faxed it, and they told me it takes like 21 or 20 days, so I could go back and take
Okay,
that.
so Ms. Cedillo, let me catch you up to speed with your client who is really trying my patience here. So the last time he had violations, and then Mr. Ansaldúa apparently went to San Antonio for his 4th of July weekend and had an alcohol reading on his mobile monitoring device of 0.25. 0.25. That's 3 times the legal limit. So you were partying hard, Mr. Ansaldúa.
No, it's because
Don't talk. Don't talk. Because then you looked quite hilarious on your video when you again blew and you were surprised that you passed because your face was just told a whole different story. You were shocked that you had passed. That's what I took from it. That's what my probation officer took from it. Now, I don't know who you think you are, and I don't know what you think you're doing, but you are at the point where you're tying your attorney's hands. And she can only defend you as much as your behavior allows you to defend you. Okay? So you're not gonna come up, I don't wanna hear anything from you that there was something wrong with the device. I don't wanna hear from you that you had some kind of antibacterial gel on the device. I don't wanna hear anything from that. And I'm not gonna let you talk regarding an excuse, because there's no excuse for an alcohol reading that is 3 times the legal limit. And on 4th of July. So any excuse that you give me, I'm not gonna believe it because it's 4th of July. And you're at another city having a grand old time. So I don't care if you're PTD eligible. At the end of the day, it's going to be my decision whether I place you on that. And you seem to be taking a very laid back attitude regarding your case because you haven't done anything to help yourself or move. You think that I'm just gonna keep resetting you because, oh, I need to get my SR22. Oh, I called and they said that it was on this day. Oh, I mean, they're already behind. It takes 8 weeks to even get an appointment once you have everything that you need. You don't even have everything that you need. And now all you've done is put yourself on my radar. And you don't want to be on my radar. Because now I'm going to watch you extremely closely. Very, very closely. You're ordered to make a donation to Mothers Against Drunk Drivers in the amount of $200. You have 1 week to do that. The next time that you have a violation that you will present yourself in person, I will revoke your bond and I will have you remanded into custody. Do you understand that, Mr. Antaldor?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Cedillo, I'm going to give your client an opportunity to get that appointment, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on him. So I'm only going to give him 30-day reset in increments.
Yes, Judge.
So I'm going to have him come back. I'm going to have him come back on August the 31st at 9:30. I want to see where we are as far as that appointment for his driver's license. And I'm going to have his report pulled again for the month of August.
Understood, Your Honor.
If he has any violations by that time, our office will let you know if he needs to present himself in person.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I know I don't need to tell you, but please have a conversation with your client and let him know that I'm very serious about revoking bonds.
Yes, Judge. Absolutely.
Okay, so we'll have you come back on August the 31st at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, anything else, Ms. Cedillo?
Your Honor, I do have another case. May Mr. Osvaldo be excused, Judge?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have number 13 on the court's docket where I'm standing in for Ms. Melisandra Mendoza, Judge.
Okay, CR 20-2503-I, State of Texas versus Miranda Bullington. Is Ms. Bullington present?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I have been given information that Ms. Bullington would be turning herself in and requesting that the court recall an ISI and requesting a status date so that Ms. Mendoza would have an opportunity to go over the case and work with Ms. Bullington.
Okay, Ms. Bullington, does your attorney have now all your current information?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's important that you stay in contact with them because I won't hesitate to have a warrant for your arrest issued if you do not show up in my court.
Yes, ma'am.
So from now on, each time that you have a hearing, I expect that you will be present.
Okay.
The court will recall the NISA. Okay, and did Ms. Mendoza happen to tell you what she plans to do with this case?
She didn't, Your Honor. That was the direction that I had.
An ADR recommendation was provided, Judge.
Okay, can you just remind Ms. Mendoza that an ADR recommendation was provided to her and see if she's going to be doing that? I need to know what we're gonna be doing by September the 14th.
Yes, Judge, absolutely.
Okay, September 14th at 9:30. Ms. Bullington, that you'll have no further notice, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Cedillo?
Nothing further, Your Honor. May we both be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney Alejandro Munoz.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 30 and 31, Christian Gonzalez.
Okay. CR 20-06193-I, CR 21-00922-I, the state of Texas versus Christian Gonzalez. Mr. Munoz, are you standing in for Mr. Chugani or you took over the case?
No, Judge, I was retained. I filed my notice of appearance when the case was filed, and then I believe Hitesh was appointed after. I'm not sure why.
Okay. Okay, we'll make that change. You might want to follow up with the clerk's office as well.
I will, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, Christian Gonzalez, are you present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Hold on, I don't see you on my screen. What is he under, Mr. Munoz?
Christian Gonzalez. I'll be waving my hand. You can see me.
Okay, hold on. There you are. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, in this case, we were going to apply to a pretrial diversion. Then he picked up another case, and it turns out that he had an older case, so I don't think he's going to get accepted. We did receive an offer from the state. I'm pretty sure we're going to take it, Judge, if we can have a reset for a plea date.
Okay, and how long do you need?
30 days, Judge.
Okay, September 14th at 1:30 is the earliest I have.
That'll work, Judge. Thank you.
Judge, and I may Judge Connie Soto the probation. He does have a mobile device, Judge, and he did have a late test.
How many late tests?
Yeah, 9 late tests and 9 missed tests. He did
Okay,
call me about twice, Judge, and he did left me a message on one of them that he worked late.
Okay, is this his first reprimand? I think so.
I think so, Judge, yes.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, this is your first reprimand on your mobile device. I do not, as you can tell, I do not look favorably on late tests, missed tests, skip tests, alcohol violations. Let it be the last time. You're almost there. Almost there. If you're gonna plea out on the 14th, you're at the finish line. So don't mess this up for yourself. You have about 45 days. In those 45 days, I expect that you're gonna have no violations on your mobile monitoring device. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Mr. Munoz, tell him that that can affect any plea offer that he does choose to accept. If he has any violations, I don't look favorably on that.
I will, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Okay, thank you. Attorney Richard Garza?
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got number 62 on your docket, Judge.
Okay. CR 1805655-I, the state of Texas versus Diana Laura Solis. Is Ms. Solis present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we're requesting a trial. We were set for status today just to see where we are with the trial settings, Judge.
Okay, I still don't have any, but at the last Board of Judges meeting, they did say that they're gonna start a trial calendar. So
Okay.
we're just waiting to see when my week is.
Okay.
And hopefully we're gonna be doing little by little. After October 1st, I believe is when we will be starting, but that will depend on the numbers.
Yes, Judge.
Unfortunately, Hidalgo County and also the state of Texas have increased in COVID positive numbers. And so, but what I can do is, I think that Judge Gonzalez was working on that trial calendar.
Yes,
So
Judge.
why don't we come back on October the 5th? And by then I might know what week is my turn for the panel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes. And I understand. We had an incident in the office, so I do understand.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I know what's going on. My client is out on bond, Judge, so we have no opposition.
Okay. All right,
May we be excused, Judge?
you certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Patrick Nitch.
Good morning, Judge. We have number 6 and number 61.
Okay, CR 21-06935-I, the state of Texas versus Joel Martinez Solis, and also
Same
CR 15-01334-I. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we'll need the services of an interpreter for one. Secondly, we're here on an arraignment on the first case. It's a failure to ID. The judge, I have
I'll give you, since he's already there, I'll give you an opportunity to file a waiver.
Okay. Also, Judge, administrative matter. I was previously appointed on the DWI, but I have not been appointed on the more recent case, the failure to ID.
Okay. Ms. Castañeda, please ask Mr. Solis if he has any opposition for Mr. Nitch to be appointed to his newer case.
Señor Solís, ¿usted tiene alguna oposición para que el señor Nitch lo represente en los otros casos?
No.
No.
Okay, Mr. Nitch, the court will appoint you on CR 21-06935-I.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and what are we doing on that old case?
Judge, I haven't seen my client since I was originally appointed on the DWI several years ago. After that case, he was deported, and he thought that this case had been taken care of and was no longer pending. And so the only reason he's back in my office is because of the subsequent case. So we just need, I guess, a pretrial setting for both cases, and I'll file the waiver of arraignment.
Okay. Why don't we come back on October the 5th at 9:30? And then if he's going to proceed to trial, I should be able to give you some dates.
Very good, Judge.
Ms. Castañeda, can you let Mr. Solis know of that date and time, and to stay in close contact with his attorney?
Mr. Solís, su próxima corte es el día 5 de octubre a las 9:30 de la mañana, y por favor manténgase en contacto con su abogado.
Sí, gracias.
Yes, thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Nitch?
Nothing further. May be excused, Judge.
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Derek Salinas.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I'm here on docket number 21, State of Texas versus Reynaldo de Leon. Cause number is CR 21-04296I. He's present. Your Honor. At least I saw him here a little while ago.
Mr. De Leon. Yes, I see him there. Is he English speaking or Spanish speaking?
Spanish speaking, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine then. If we need him, we'll have my assistant court coordinator translate. Okay.
Your Honor, this is our first status setting. Since arraignment, he was arraigned on June 10th. We actually filed a waiver of arraignment. We submitted a USB. We're just waiting on that, Judge. So we're respectfully going to ask for a little more time to get that. A USB has been submitted. I think it was submitted last week. So I think 30 days might be sufficient, Your Honor.
Okay. And what does the state? Do you show that the USB was turned in?
Let me check on it, Judge, real quick.
And the reason I asked Mr. Salinas is because sometimes the state doesn't get the USB when you all drop it off, and then you end up having to submit another one. So.
Okay, that's fine.
Just from this one, I see that a USB has not been dropped off yet.
Yeah, we dropped one off, but I can get another one up there, Judge. I can actually confirm the date as well.
Okay.
I apologize, Judge. Is this for number 21, Reynaldo de Leon?
Yes.
Yes, I do see that a USB was submitted on August 3rd.
Okay. All right. So then I'll allow for the digital discovery to be completed. And then do you want a second status, Mr. Salinas, or do you want to be placed on the plea docket?
I think a second status, Your Honor, to give me some time to review it. And if we're able to resolve this prior to that date, I'll contact the court judge, ask for a plea setting.
Okay, September 14th, is that enough time?
That's sufficient time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay,
Judge, if I
September,
may,
yes.
Judge, I reached out to the victim on that case, and she does not wish to file an A&P. She wants to proceed with the charges. So just FYI.
Okay, Mr. Salinas, I don't know if you heard that, but the victim does not want to file an A&P and does want to proceed with the charges.
Understood.
Okay, so September the 14th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
That's all I have before the court, Judge. May I be excused, Your Honor?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. We'll see you this afternoon. I've got a setting.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
Okay, Attorney Daniel Garcia?
Good morning, Your Honor. Dan Garcia, for the record, Your Honor. I have a Ricardo Lopez, which is number 3 on the docket and number 39, and he is present via Zoom under Ricardo's iPhone.
Okay. I'm sorry, give me those numbers again?
Number 3 on the docket and number 39.
Oh, okay. So that is CR 21-07204-I and CR 19-09887-I. The state of Texas versus Ricardo Lopez. Is Mr. Lopez present?
Unmute yourself, Ricardo.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, number 3, he's set for arraignment, Your Honor. I was away from the office this week, but we're ready for arraignment. My client will enter a plea not guilty, Your Honor. We waived the reading of the complaint. I do feel he is confident. We request a pre-trial trial date.
Okay, the court will find that Mr. Lopez is mentally competent and enters a plea of not guilty on his behalf. And hold on. And I'll get to the dates right now. And on his other case?
Your Honor, his other case, Your Honor, he has a felony case pending that is as a result of the same alleged criminal transaction and the same alleged victim. We're set for trial with Judge Mancias, I believe in September. We've been set for trial on numerous occasions. Obviously, the pandemic has been reset multiple times. I'm not sure we're going to go in September, but we have a trial date in September.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Garcia. Ms. Flores, were you able to get what he said?
Yes, but I am having a lot of trouble hearing him.
Yes, I'm having some trouble hearing you, Mr. Garcia.
Sorry, Your Honor. Let's see if I get closer. Your Honor, on the other case, we're set for trial in September. It's on the felony charge, which is involves the same alleged victim and the same facts. So we've been set for trial a couple of times on that case, and it's just been reset. We have not been able to work it out, and we're still waiting on the trial date.
Okay, so then why don't I set you up? I'll set you up for a status on both of these cases on October the 5th.
That's fine. Yeah.
At 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, if I may.
Yes.
For number 3, the state will request a defendant obtain a device.
Okay, and is this Mr. Lopez's first DWI arrest?
This is his second DWI arrest, Judge.
When was his first?
2011, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, I'll give you an opportunity if you want to make an argument.
Your Honor, I did speak to Mr. Ricardo, my client. Your Honor, I believe he does not have a driver's license. So if the concern is that he be driving, it's not an issue because he does not drive. We have Mr. Lopez was under federal supervision for a while. Your Honor, he's never had issues with alcohol. I believe this is I know that he has this 2 DWIs, but isolated incident here. So and he's not in the valley at this time. So he travels a lot for work. So he works in the refineries. He's not here that much, Your Honor. So I would ask that court to waive the alcoholic monitor at this time.
Okay, well, being that it is his second DWI arrest and under the statute, he is required to have a device. So I'm going to order a mobile alcohol monitoring device for Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez, I do need a phone number for you.
Yes, Your Honor. It's 337, area code 337-888-0002.
Okay, Ms. Soto will be tied up on our docket for most of the day today. However, as soon as we are done, she will contact you and she'll give you instructions as to what it is that you need to do to obtain that device. Okay, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So anything else, Mr. Garcia?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then both you and Mr. Lopez are excused, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Attorney Roel Esquivel? Attorney Roel Esquivel?
Hello, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Am I supposed to get out of the, get away from there? I couldn't be there.
I'm on
I
two
couldn't be
screens,
that
Judge. I'm
late. I
gonna
just got
mute
out of
the
a
other
very
one.
bad situation where I was dragged 4 blocks, ran over and killed.
Well, it sounded pretty interesting.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good morning. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Good morning, sir. What number are you?
I have number. I've had it all morning, Judge. Now I can't find it.
It happens.
Issue number 64, Judge.
It's Jonathan Teo, Judge.
Okay, that is CR 205263-I, the state of Texas versus Jonathan Theo. Is Mr. Theo present?
Yes, Your Honor. It could be, there he is.
Okay. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, he has a felony pending. These are old cases. I'm wondering if the prosecutor can tell me if the felonies have been no billed or are they being presented? They're all a lot of the same transaction.
Okay, what says the state?
Judge, we see that the felony is still at intake.
Okay, so the
I'm
felony
sorry,
is
I
still
didn't hear
at the felony is still at intake?
Okay. Then we're asking for, unless the court would allow us to address the misdemeanor before, but I believe the prosecutor's policy is not to address the misdemeanor until the felony is disposed of.
What's the felony charge?
It's burglary of habitation and evading arrest. Judge.
Okay, all right, well, I'll give you some, we'll see if it's filed by October the 5th.
October the 5th. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Teo, please contact my office so we can talk.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so October 5th at 9:30 a.m., Mr. Theo.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge. Now be excused.
You certainly
Yes,
may.
thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Attorney Robert Fernandez?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 19 on the court's docket, CR 143497I. This is a very old case, and unfortunately, I've had no contact with this client for a long time. It looks like it had fallen off the court's docket, the previous court, before it got transferred to your court. And so I'm expecting that there would probably be a judgment NICE taken today.
Okay, CR 143497-I, CR 143496-I, the state of Texas versus Rogelio Chavez. And Mr. Fernandez, you had filed a motion to withdraw on both of these cases?
Yes, Judge, I because of that lack of contact for years, I would say, I have no way of getting a hold of him. And so I really don't want to be on the case given the fact that I have no communication with him.
Okay, sir. And was the motion and the order setting hearing sent to him at his last known address?
Well, Judge, his address, even on the bond, I was able to look at the bond. It looks like it's Reynosa address. So I did not send anything over there thinking that it would never get to him.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But he signed the bond with that address. And so I'm not even sure he's in the country.
Okay. And were you appointed or retained?
It looks like I was retained, Judge. I mean, but I'm not sure. It was so long ago. Regardless, Judge, I would ask the court to grant my my motion to withdraw.
Okay. Did we have an order setting hearing on this? I don't even know. Is
I
it-
did not file that, Judge. Like I said, I have no way of getting it to him. And I know normally that's why we do that, so that's why on the motion I asked that, for the court to possibly grant it on its face, but since we're here at the hearing, I wanted to give the court an explanation of the history here. I mean, it is an evading arrest charge, Judge, and so I don't know if he'll ever be. My guess is that in these type of situations, if he ever picks up another charge or he gets stopped because he's in the U.S. and there's a warrant, maybe he'll be able to address this case. Otherwise, it's been 7 years almost.
Yeah. Okay. And does the state know, or are you also proceeding with this?
Yes, Judge. From what I see, we still are. But a defense counsel can reach out to us. We can see.
Well, I'm gonna grant defense counsel's motion to withdraw, so he won't be reaching out to you all.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So let me just go ahead and I'm gonna grant Mr. Fernandez's motion to withdraw on this, and then if Mr. Chavez ever does show up, we'll take it up at that point. So let me have my bailiff call Rogelio Chavez's name 3 times.
Rogelio Chavez, Rogelio Chavez, Rogelio Chavez.
Okay, the court is going to, the court has called the defendant's name 3 times. What says the state of this no-show defendant?
State request that adjustment not shall be granted. Case issue an all bond forfeit for this no-show defendant.
Okay, that'll be so granted.
Judge,
Okay.
I will add one thing that on the bond paperwork, I noticed he was signed out by Jorge Munoz, attorney. So I don't know if Jorge has, I'm guessing that when the court sets it for bond forfeiture, then he'll get involved and maybe he's got other contact information for him as a way to maybe bring him in. So,
Well, it's my understanding that if an attorney signs as the bondsman on it, they're supposed to represent them as well, so.
Judge, and I'm gonna tell you, Judge, I've heard mixed things on that. I've had I think I will say from my experience, a few judges are of that position. Other ones, it's whoever they come in with or whatever. So, but that I'm just saying that I think that might lead to when he gets involved at that bond forfeiture hearing, maybe he'll have a surprise that he's got other information for the client but I guess I'll just throw that out there so that the court knows.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great
Anything
day.
else?
No, you may be excused.
Yes. Okay, Ms. Love,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
I have Trinidad Lumbreras, number 40 on the court's docket.
Okay, I'm sorry, what numbers?
Number 40.
Okay, that is CR 20-2683-I, the state of Texas versus Trinidad Lumbreras. Okay, and what is the announcement, counselor?
The last time that we talked to the client was in May of 2021. We did send notice that there was a court hearing set for today for a status August 5th, 2021, and a bench trial set for August 12th, 2021 at 11 a.m. My staff said that they had been trying to contact him to give him the Zoom ID for today and couldn't get a hold of him. We called the victim, which is his wife on this case, and they said we had the wrong number. So I don't see him on Zoom today.
Okay, and was he aware of today's status?
The only thing that I am going to tell the court is that I did send a court notice and I had 2 court dates. So I had a status court date and then a bench trial court date. And I don't know if he got confused because the bench trial court date was for August 12th.
Okay. So then you don't know if you're going to move forward on the bench trial date then?
No, and my understanding is that the wife didn't want to go forward with the charges ever since they were doing the investigation. It was still at McAllen PD. I don't know if there's an affidavit of a non-prosecution on file, and not been able to get a hold of our client to verify.
Okay. Okay, has the state had any communication with the alleged victim?
Judge, we talked to the victim, and the victim does want to drop the case, but based on the facts and the photo evidence, it's kind of extreme that we want to proceed with trial on this one.
Okay, so she does want to drop the charges, but you don't want to drop the charges.
Right, Judge.
Okay.
And we also provided defense counsel with a recommendation that was sent
Yeah.
last week.
Or a rec for probation for the full 2 years. But we have not been able to relay that recommendation to the defendant because we have not been able to get a hold of the defendant. And they just gave us the rec on July 28th. So we've been trying to contact them at least since July 28th.
Okay. Well, this is what we'll do. Either way, we were gonna have to reset the bench trial for August the 12th because I do have the conference next week.
Okay.
And so what we'll do is if you think that perhaps he may have gotten confused, I'll give you an opportunity to try to get a hold of him. So we'll go ahead and just hold this over for a status for September the 14th at 9:30 a.m. And then that way you can have an opportunity to notify him via mail.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, anything else, ma'am?
Nothing further, Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes. Okay, Mr. Ortegon, I never saw a reaction button, but you've been on since the beginning. Is your client on? Are you ready?
Yes, Judge. I have Lorena Flores Gandaria.
Okay, and what number is that?
That is number, let me check my calendar, Judge. It's
24, Your Honor.
24, Judge, correct.
Okay, CR 1712598-I, the state of Texas versus Lorena Gandaria. Is Ms. Gandaria present?
Can you on Zoom, Ms. Gandaria?
Yes.
She's on there, Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, I just came on the case, Your Honor, on Ms. Gandaria. They had submitted, this is a very old case, Your Honor. They had submitted for PTD. It's been denied, but I'm gonna ask again for reconsideration. I've done some other things that clean up some of her obstacles in this case. And the other issue that I have, Judge, she's had the garden interlock for almost 4 years, to be exact, 3 years and 8 months. Will the court entertain an oral motion to remove that garden interlock, Your Honor? That way I can get her onto the PTD. She's had no violations that I know of.
Okay, and how many DWI arrests has she had?
She's had one previous, Your Honor, but it was a dismissal. And that was many years ago, but we're in the process of getting that expunged.
Okay, what says the state?
Judge, the state would oppose to the removal because the statute for subsequent arrests.
She doesn't have a conviction, Your Honor, on the first one.
The statute.
I believe the second arrest was prior to the statute being implemented. Am I correct?
Correct, Judge. And two, Judge, she's had it for 3 years and 8 months. It's the problem is this case has been, I don't want to talk about other attorneys, but I will be moving very fast. And so I'm asking this court to humbly remove this garden interlock. She hasn't gotten another DWI. She's complied. There's no violations. Even a person that would have pled guilty would not have had this as long.
Okay, let me ask my probation officer. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on her?
Judge, I do not judge, but if I can have her phone numbers and call her and get the company's names, I can request the reports if you like for the past 6 months.
Okay, Ms. Gandaria, what is your phone number?
956-448-4550.
Okay, and I will be calling you today.
Okay, so Ms. Soto is going to be tied up with a lengthy docket this afternoon. So as soon as she's out, she'll give you a call and get some information from you. What I will do is I'm going to hold over your attorney's oral request for your bond for the termination of that requirement of the interlock device, and we'll just have a short reset just so that I can get the reports and just to verify that you have 0 violations.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'll have you come back on August the 19th at 9:30. At which time I'll have your reports by then, and then we can move forward on that.
Judge, and if there's no violations, can this be done administratively?
Okay, so if there are no violations at that time, I'll make a ruling on the record, and then you'll submit an order according to my ruling if I remove it.
Sure, Judge.
And then I'll sign off on it. She'll need to submit that to the vendor, and then she'll have it removed. If that's my ruling.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then once we take care of that, then we'll move forward to see how much time you'll need for the PTD reconsideration.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else, sir?
No, Judge.
Okay, then you're both excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Attorney Abdiel Flores. Mr. Flores, I think your reaction button disappears, so that's why I hadn't seen it.
No problem, Judge. I'm here on number 2 on the court's criminal docket.
Okay, CR 20-1318-I, the state of Texas versus Jonathan Garces. Is Mr. Garces present?
Your Honor, I don't see him here. This is one, I did want to inform the court, this is one in which a NISI was taken previously. And then this court on July 15th signed an order recalling the NISI, and then setting it, I think, for today's setting. But I don't know. I haven't had any communication with him since the start of this case. So I don't know if I requested the recall on the NISI or if he hired an attorney to do it. I'm not really sure, to be honest, Your Honor. I haven't talked to him.
Okay, well, me either. So let me find out. Does my staff see any notes, or does the state see any notes?
Yes,
I'm not sure why it was recalled. Go ahead.
The NISI division recalled it because it was given in the previous court.
Oh. Okay. All right, so you still haven't had any communication. And Mr. Flores, were you appointed or retained?
I was appointed on this case, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you want to stay on?
I can stay on. I know he has a felony coming up on September 8th, when his felony is set. Maybe if we could have another status after that date and then just see how it goes from there, Your Honor.
Okay, are you representing him on the felony?
I am. I'm also appointed on the felony as well.
Okay, has he been showing up to that one?
No, so it's our first appearance on September. It's
Okay. Well, I'll give you an opportunity. Let's see if he shows up on his felony case, and then we'll have you come back here on September the 14th
Very well, Your Honor.
at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else, sir?
I have nothing further. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're welcome. Attorney James Alanis.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 1, 15, and 16, Miguel Castillo, Judge.
Okay, CR 20-07998-I, the state of Texas versus Miguel Castillo. Is Mr. Castillo present?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Miguel Castillo? Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Okay. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, Mr. Castillo was set for an arraignment on the first case on your docket. He also has a pending felony, Your Honor, so respectfully asking for a reset date.
Okay, and Mr. Castillo, is Miguel Angel Castillo your true and correct name?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're being charged with possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces, which is a Class B misdemeanor, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, the range of punishment is, if you're convicted, the fine is $2,000 and up to about 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail, okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Mr. Alanis, is your client mentally competent?
Yes, Mr. Castillo is competent, Your Honor.
Okay, the court will find that he's mentally competent and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, So, does he have another misdemeanor case with me?
He's got two more, Your Honor. Also,
Set for today?
yes, ma'am, number 15 and 16 on the docket.
Okay, CR 1815176-I, CR 1815177-I. Okay, so then his felony, what do you all show on the state side?
I still see it at intake, Judge.
It's still at intake?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Come back on October the 5th on the 3 cases and let's see if it's already been filed by that time. October 5th at 9:30.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Yes, ma'am. I also have number 68 on the court's docket, Crispin Zapata.
Okay, Mr. Castillo, we'll see you on October 5th at 9:30, sir.
All right, thank you.
CR 17-12753-I, the state of Texas versus Crispin Trevino. Mr. Trevino, are you present? Crispin Trevino, are you present?
Yes, he's present. You need to unmute yourself, Mr.
What is he, the gentleman in the maroon?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, there we go. Is he Spanish speaking or English speaking?
He's English speaking, Your Honor.
Okay, then you may proceed. What is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this is our status for a jury trial setting.
Okay, so then we were hoping that by this time I would have some trial settings. I don't know if you heard that we're pending the new calendar to see when it's our turn to have a panel.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I'm going to set you for October the 5th at 9:30 and let's see if by then we have better information. Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
okay, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm also respectfully asking for a recall of a warrant, Juliana Renee Villa, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Trevino, you are excused until October 5th at 9:30, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, okay, what number is that on the court's docket?
She's not on the docket, Your Honor. It was trying to recall her warrant.
Okay, what is the case number?
The case number, she's got 3, Your Honor. CR 19-08841 I, CR 19-08842 I, and CR 21-04815 I.
Okay, give me that last one again.
Yes, ma'am. It's CR 21-04815 I.
815. And what is the name?
Juliana Renee Villa. Juliana is with 2 N's, Renee is with 2 E's.
Okay, and is Miss Villa present?
Yes, Your Honor, she's present.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, and on what date did I take the nice eye on her?
Give me 1 second, Judge. I could pull that up for you. I'm sorry.
June 22nd, Judge.
I'm sorry, what date?
June 22nd.
Okay, I took that nice eye on June 22nd. Okay. Ms. Villa, you need to be present at all your court hearings. You need to make sure that your information is current with your attorney, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
This is no joke.
Yes, I understand.
So I'm gonna go ahead and recall your warrant at this time. And I expect for you to be present at your next setting. Do we have a date for her, Mr. Damian, yet?
No, ma'am.
Okay, did you get all the case numbers?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and what are the charges against her?
It's a resisting charge, Your Honor, and 2 trespassing charges.
Okay, so do you know what you're gonna do with her?
Judge, I've spoken with the district attorney, assistant district attorney Mike, Judge. We're looking to get her into PTD or some type of specialty court program, Your Honor.
Okay, well, is she eligible for PTD?
She's not PT eligible because there were 2 different transactions.
I'm sorry, Mike, I didn't hear that.
I said that the defendant is not PT eligible because it arises from 2 different transactions.
Okay, so she's not PTD eligible. Of course, you can still apply, and then if she's denied, you can ask for reconsideration. It's up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
But then I'll go ahead and have her come back on September the 14th on all 3 cases.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's see what you can report at that time.
Well, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Villa, stay in contact with your attorney. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. Lennox?
No, ma'am, that's all I have for today. May I be excused?
Yes, sir, you may.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, may I interject? I need to be in federal court in Corpus Christi. This is Sergio Sanchez.
Go ahead, Mr. Sanchez.
Judge, may I just be temporarily excused? I've got a rearrangement with the magistrate court. It's on Zoom. It should take about 15 minutes. We start at 11:30. I just wanted to advise the court.
Well, what do you have Ms. Ramos and who else?
On your afternoon docket, I have another gentleman, Judge, but I have Elizabeth Ramos right now. I'm asking for time to compile the PTD request. That was going to be our request. Also to point out she's no violations on her bond.
Okay, she is present. She's set for an arraignment hearing. Do you want to make your announcement for that?
Your Honor, there's a waiver of the reading of the complaint information. She understands what she's charged with, understands the full range of punishment. She's going to enter a plea of not guilty to, I believe it's a DWI and an accident involving an accident. And she's competent to do so, Judge.
Okay, is this her first DWI arrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, does the state show that this is her first arrest?
Actually, this is her second DWI arrest. Judge.
Okay.
Well, this is the first that I'm aware of, Judge.
Okay. Well, do you want me to recall this afternoon, or you want me to address it in less than 2 minutes? You have to be on in a minute.
Understood, Your Honor. And I'm sorry to break away like this. And I also had district court and county court earlier, so I'm sorry for the delay of getting on.
That's fine. I'm just saying because you're gonna need to take up the issue of whether it's her first or her second and whether there'll be a device or not. And so that'll be at least another few minutes. So
I'll check back, Judge, if you could just, if I could log off with your permission and check back immediately after.
Yes, you can log off, come back. If I'm not on when you come back, then I'll have Ms. Ramos appear at 1:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay. So Ms. Ramos, just stay on. I have seen you on from the beginning. So just stay on. And then if Mr. Sanchez is released from federal court in time, we'll take you up this morning. If not, I'm gonna need for you to log back on at 1:30. Okay, all right. So Attorney Juan Ramos?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 70 and 71 on your docket.
Yes, CR 210237-I, CR 210238-I, the state of Texas versus Aaron Vargas. Is Mr. Vargas present?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe I saw him on Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Vargas, I do see you. I need for you to turn on your video and to also unmute yourself, sir. Okay, is your client English or Spanish speaking?
He's English speaking, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Vargas, can you hear me? Click that microphone, sir.
There you go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we're set for this is our first status hearing. We're just going to ask for a little bit more time, Your Honor. The state did provide me with a recommendation that I'd like to communicate with Mr. Vargas and explain to him, and then we can proceed accordingly.
Okay, and how much time do you need?
If I can have 30 days, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll have a second status on September the 14th, so you can let us know what it is that you're going to be doing. September 14th at 9:30.
We'll do, Your Honor. We'll be ready then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, attorney, I saw Al Alvarez. Is he still on? Oh, there he is. Okay, Mr. Alvarez?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I'm here on Jose Luis Cáceres, CR 2002504I.
Okay, yes, I remember that you were requesting trial setting and we were hoping to have some dates for you by now. Now we know that we have an update and there should be a calendar that Judge Noe Gonzalez will be working on. So we hope to have the date that we'll have a panel soon, but it won't be this month. So I'm gonna have to have you come back on October the 5th and see if by then I'm able to give you some dates.
Yes, Your Honor. And he's here in my office, just so the court will know.
Okay. All right, so October 5th at 9:30, sir.
Very good, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Attorney Ricardo Palacios? Oh, you're on mute, sir.
Am I on mute now, Judge? Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you now. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Judge. I have a couple of matters, Maria Martinez, that are on the court's docket for this morning.
Okay, I just saw that.
They're, one's a 2012 case and the other one's a 2015 case, Judge.
Okay.
George, how old are you right now?
Hold on.
I see 42.
Okay, CR 150094-I and CR 123959-I, the state of Texas versus Maria Martinez. Is Ms. Martinez on?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, there she is. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, if the court could, I think this is the first time I've made announcements on this case, but if the court can set us on a suppression for both cases, Judge, I guess we can get that thing going and get them disposed, Judge.
Okay. Any announcement from the state?
No announcement on those, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you show that Ms. Martinez has a device?
I'm not showing any reports on her, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Palacios, have you filed your motion to suppress yet?
Judge, they've been on file. Yes, they were on file in county court too, Judge. So we've had them on. We actually had been set on a suppression docket before, Judge.
Okay, can you resubmit an order setting hearing on the suppressions? And then just state if you want it virtual or in person, and that'll determine the docket that you're on.
Very well, Judge.
And then we'll get those set for you.
You got it, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
Having nothing further, may I be excused, Judge?
Certainly, Mesa.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, Attorney Cesar Aguilar.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 25 on your criminal docket, Diana Garcia, CR-18-06786-I.
Okay, is Ms. Garcia present? Okay,
Yeah.
and what is your announcement, counselor?
This one, Your Honor, is the first status hearing and the first pretrial hearing. We just recently submitted a request for discovery, so we're just asking for more time so we can review the case fully and see what option and what route we end up taking.
Okay, do you show the request on file, the state?
It's not on file yet, I don't believe, Your Honor. I don't know if it shows already. We filed it yesterday.
Oh.
But I don't know if it shows already. It could.
Okay.
You see it's filed for today, yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, then I'll give them some time to get that to you. And how much time are you requesting, Mr. Aguilar?
30 days, Your Honor, somewhere around 30 days should be sufficient time.
Okay, September the 14th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, have y'all had any contact with the victim?
Judge, we tried to reach out to the victim on that one, but it wasn't successful. So I was wondering if the defense counsel have an alternate phone number that we could try.
Who is the alleged victim?
Veronica Salinas.
Okay, does your client have any communication with that person?
I'm not too sure, Your Honor. I can check with her, and if so, I have the state's email, and I can forward him the information if I do have it, if I can get it from her.
Okay. All right, then September the 14th at 9:30.
Okay, Your Honor. Yeah, and I'll check with my client that information today, Your Honor.
Okay,
Thank you. May I be excused?
you certainly may.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, CR 160564-3-I, the state of Texas versus Raul Garza Jr.
Good morning, Your Honor, Francis Lopez.
Good morning, sir.
I apologize again. I was in different courts. I'm standing in for Mr. Rivas.
Okay, that's fine. And what is your announcement, counselor?
He was supposed to bring in some documents to the court. I don't know if he turned it over to the state or not, Your Honor. I have no idea.
Okay, Mr. Garza, did you ever get that letter of repossession?
Good morning, Your Honor. So I haven't yet. I didn't get an actual date as to when it was supposed to be delivered or sent out, but I did turn in the proof of insurance to the DA's office.
Okay, so what says the state on that?
I don't see the insurance on file, the proof of insurance on file. Let me check on that, Judge, real quick.
I dropped it off yesterday at the at that building with the gold windows on the 3rd floor.
Judge, if it was submitted yesterday, it probably hasn't gotten to Mr. Winter yet. We could follow up with that to see if the insurance has been submitted.
Okay, and what are we waiting for the letter of repossession for?
I think it's for the PTD consideration, if memory serves me correct, right?
So because I don't have a vehicle, they don't give me the SR22 for the PTD packet.
But then he has that other non-owner's insurance and it was already submitted to you all, or you're right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we still need the letter of repossession anyway?
Let me follow up with Mr. Daniel Gonzalez in our office, Judge, to see if the non-owner's insurance would be sufficient, and we won't need the letter.
I mean, I would think it would be, to be honest with you, but I mean.
I think so too. Let me just verify with him as well.
Okay, and let's say that it is sufficient. Then where does that place us with the PTD review?
I don't see that one has been an application.
So all that had, I'm sorry. So all that had to be done prior to him even applying?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So then as soon as you all verify that it's enough, then he can apply for PTD?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So maybe we can get for like a 60-day reset or something like that.
When, is this his first DWI arrest?
Yes, Judge. He has no priors.
Okay. Then I'm going to give you some time. This is what we're going to do and from here until the next hearing. The state will verify whether or not it's sufficient to just go ahead and have the non-owner's insurance, okay? Then you're going to apply for your PTD, and then we're going to wait for the state to review it. So I'm going to give you until October the 5th for all of that to get done.
Oh, thank you, Anna.
Okay, thank you.
So that's October the 5th at 9:30.
Thank you, Anna.
Okay?
That's all
Thank
I have.
you, Your Honor.
Court. Maybe excuse you, Anna?
Yes, you may.
Good to see you, Judge.
Likewise. Okay.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, Mr. Ramirez, what do you have, sir? Oh, you're on mute.
I have Jose Sepulveda, number 60.
Okay.
And we were set for status. You wanted to know how Mr. Sepulveda did under the Guardian interlock, since I don't think we ever got a report on that. And that's the reason why we were here, just for the status of the Guardian interlock.
Okay, that's CR 1803738-I, the state of Texas versus Jose Luis Sepulveda. Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Sepulveda?
Yes, Judge, he does have his interlock device with Lifesaver, Judge, and he does not have any violations.
Okay. Okay, and Mr. Ramirez, do you know, are you still going to be requesting a jury trial?
That's correct, Your Honor. And I believe that you were going to give it to us later, date, as far as the trial date.
At the time, we were hoping, I mean, who would have known that here we are coming up on 2 years with COVID out there? That's crazy. This is something, honestly, at the beginning, I thought it was like a 6 to 8 week thing. And here we are almost 2 years and this world has just been turned upside down.
I know the recent developments, it's been scary.
scary. So I was hoping that at this point I would have something to report to you so that we could get you on the trial docket, but it seems that we're gonna have to push you to October the 5th. And then by then, I'm hoping that we'll have a calendar.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, we'll see you back on October 5th at 9:30.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Okay, what case do you have?
I have two matters for the court, Judge. One is, oh my God, I'm the wrong date.
Abel Barroso?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 21-00456-I. Is Mr. Barroso present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you do have a motion on file to recall his warrant?
Yes, I believe we had that as well, Judge, and it's a pretrial diversion case. The only thing is my client hasn't come by the office to sign the pretrial diversion paperwork so we could submit the packet.
Okay, so as far as the warrant, any opposition from the state?
No opposition, Judge.
Okay, the court will recall his nice sign. And Mr. Barroso, you need to get in contact with your attorney so that you can file that PTD packet. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am. But it's because also too, I believe I have the attorney Jesse Contreras.
I don't have that. I have Mr. Alvarez.
Oh,
Mr.
well,
Alvarez, does he have another case?
Did I know of? No, Your Honor. I represent him on this misdemeanor case. We're court appointed, unless he
Okay.
retained Mr. Contreras, but we haven't been notified by Mr. Contreras or any type of notice of appearance.
Mr. Barroso, did you retain Jesus Contreras on your case?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe I appointed him as my attorney, and I've been showing up to his office and calling him as well too.
Okay, let me have my staff look up. Do you see a notice of appearance on file by Mr. Contreras?
No, Judge, but I did talk to Mr. Contreras yesterday about resetting the other cases that were on this docket. They were reset and this one was left on at his request. So he did receive the link. He should be here.
Your Honor.
Yes.
I do see a notice of appearance from Mr. Contreras filed back on May 3rd of 2021.
Okay, well, he didn't give notice to Mr. Alvarez nor Ms. Canales. And he received notice for today. So Mr. Barroso, I need for you to contact your attorney and let him know
Okay.
that he is to appear on this matter on August the 19th at 9:30. And I'm going to release Mr. Alvarez from this case.
Okay.
Am I being substituted in, Judge?
Mr. Contreras filed a notice of appearance back on May the 3rd.
Gotcha.
So he'll be substituting in.
Okay, Your Honor. I do have one other matter, Judge. I'm standing on behalf of Mr. David Gorena.
Okay, and hold on. Mr. Barroso froze. Okay, Mr. Barroso,
may I
you
be
are
excused?
excused until August the 19th at 9:30. And
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
let Mr. Contreras know that he has to be here on that date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what number is that, Mr. Alvarez?
Yeah, I'm standing in for David Gorena Romario Robles CR-20-03886-I. It's an assault that's before this honorable court.
Okay, and what number is that?
Number 54, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you. He's Mr. Gorena asked me to announce that he needed a trial date.
okay. Have him return on October the 5th at 9:30.
October the 5th at 9:30. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Robles, October 5th at 9:30, sir. And hopefully by then we'll have some trial dates for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
That will conclude my business. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Be safe, Your Honor.
Okay. Hold on.
May I be excused, or
Oh,
would the
yes,
court
I'm
like
sorry,
me to stay?
Mr.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge. You be
Yes,
safe, Your Honor.
thank you. Likewise. Okay, Ms. Ramos, Sarah Elizabeth Ramos. Ms. Ramos, do you have an email address, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Sarah Ramos 495red@gmail.com.
RED?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my staff's going to email you the link.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Okay, number 8 on the court's docket. I saw the attorney pop in and then he popped off. Have we heard anything? I just needed to know if can somebody verify if the motion to withdraw the motion and the order setting hearing was also copied to the defendant, please?
Your Honor, I don't see that it was sent to the defendant.
Okay. Does he have an order setting hearing on it?
For today, yes.
Okay. Can you please notify their office that they have not, that they didn't CC the defendant on the order setting hearing, so they need to file an order resetting hearing CCing the defendant, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then number 36. CR 1913740-I, Xavier Hernandez. Did that law firm call in?
I didn't get a call, Your Honor.
Nor did I, Judge.
Okay, I know it says possible bench trial, but okay, that's number 36. Get that number down. Number 46.
Judge, I tried reaching out to Ms. Gonzalez's office during the hearing. I didn't get an answer at the office.
Okay, number 46 then. Okay, and she also has a- Okay, number 63.
I haven't heard anything, Judge.
That case has been dismissed, Judge.
Okay. Okay, then those are the only 2 that I have. So Mr. Damien, if you can call those 2 names out, please.
Yes, ma'am. Gerardo Ochoa. Gerardo Ochoa. Gerardo Ochoa. Xavier Hernandez. Xavier Hernandez. Xavier Hernandez.
Okay, those defendants' names being called out 3 times and no response. What says the state?
It requests that judgment not be granted, a previous issue, and all one forfeit for all no show defense.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Okay, that concludes this afternoon.